Hi guys, welcome to this upload here on Pacemaker Diaries. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. If you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you be notified anytime when I do any videos for you guys for your entertainment pleasure right here on this channel. And a big massive thank you to the 164 subscribers. I can't believe it's been 164. This channel is just blowing up as much as it can, and obviously I can't do uploads every day. Obviously that'd be just insane, me spending shitloads of money, but fear not, I'm not dressed like in dark clothes for a reason. Obviously I get back from work, and quite honestly I went to my local Poundland as well as obviously HMV. Hard to believe I've been to HMV again, just to see what's going off in the world of HMV. Now, before I get on to the nitty-gritty part of it, has anyone else got an email about the card situation? I didn't realise the card situation is ceased to existence, or they're bringing a loyalty system towards like people that are loyal to HMV. I signed up many moons ago, and quite honestly, it kind of sucks. I didn't go in there often, but I think I had about £10, maybe £20 stored up on that over the duration of the time me shopping for them. But I'm intrigued to see what HMV will actually offer now. Obviously, they've offered bargains in the bargain bin, left, right, and centre, and that bargain bin is definitely emptying fast, and it just proves to be a force to reckon with when they've actually brought that sort of entity towards their store. It's very competition for like CEX on some of their Blu-rays. Quite honestly, I was really surprised some of the titles that I picked up last time when I was there. And you'll actually see the titles that I picked up this time. I was actually surprised to pick these up for a decent price as well. And as well, I want to actually thank ever so much for people accepting me towards the movie collecting sort of franchise, obviously towards doing YouTube videos. And quite honestly, I enjoy doing them. I enjoy showing you what I pick up and finding new people that are subscribed, finding new people to watch towards their collection. It's just fantastic community to be a part of. And even though my channel's not as big as most channels, but I'm happy with the amount of people that do subscribe and people that are watching this if they do subscribe as well, and obviously leave me their feedback in the comments below. Plus as well, I obviously uploaded my last upload. Obviously that was my hard drive, what's on my hard drive, TV classic sitcoms, comedies, or sometimes I've got movies on there, etc. I will be working on a part 2 at a later date, because quite honestly I've got more on that hard drive to show you guys. I said that I filled it, I didn't fill it, quite honestly, and that's my honest point of view on that. At a later date I will show you part 2 to that. I don't know when it will be, but promise you it will be coming some probably this year or next year. It just depends. And quite honestly, that's why I wanted to show you guys, because obviously I mentioned it in previous uploads. At least you guys have accepted me on that side of front of towards obviously my DVD transfers towards obviously my collection that I once owned before I started collecting comedy ones, etc. right here on YouTube. And obviously at some point when I do get a setup and everything, like I've mentioned in that, I will transfer those over to Blu-ray, because obviously here in the United Kingdom they feel it as it stands that there's not much of a transfer towards Blu-ray market. The only classic comedies that I've seen is like the Carry On movies, like granted, and you've actually got the Red Dwarf box set 1 to Series 8 that BBC released, and that's all I've seen. And obviously like the Doctor Who's, but freaking Doctor Who's box sets are expensive, very expensive to collect, and it was bad enough buying them on DVD back in the day and then transferring them to my hard drive. So anyway, the main reason why you tuned in, obviously I went into my local Poundland, the one that's in town that I always pop into. If I pick anything up, I pick anything up, and it's quite honestly, there's been a great few titles. You may have seen these before, you may have not. Tell me your thoughts on certain films. And obviously, first one I picked up was Paper Towns. I had to pick this up. Quite honestly, I like this movie. It's been a while since I've actually watched this. I borrowed it off a friend of mine a while back, and quite honestly, it's surprising to see this in the Poundland. Obviously, I've seen it in people's Poundland hauls before, but I was really surprised to see that one. And one thing that annoys me about my local Poundland, the one that I always go into before work or like pretty much on the way to my shift if it's open, and quite honestly, I'm not bullshitting you, it annoys me to the hell because I look on top of the shelf, the top bit, there's about 40 boxes there. All the DVDs, all the Blu-rays. By the looks of it, they are Blu-rays and they've not put them out. They're lazy shits. Does my head in when they do that. I think I've already got this in my collection, but I picked it up again. If I have, I will give this in a prize draw or whatever, give away The Other Woman. And I picked up Angry Birds the movie with the cover slip. I'm surprised this actually flopped. You know, this is one thing is that baffles me with certain movies. How they actually flop as they come out, pretty much. You know, this was a bit too late on the bandwagon of the game. Then I picked up Photos to My Stars. I was really surprised with this. This is actually the triple play edition. I've seen on people's haul videos. I've seen the DVD, the Blu-ray, separately, obviously, in the digital copies. Not separately, but if you know what I mean. I've seen it on a single play where you've got the Blu-ray or the DVD. But this has got the triple play with obviously the DVD, the Blu-ray, and the digital download. Now onto my HMV pickups. These Blu-rays I picked up for $3.99 each, reduced from whatever price it was. This is obviously towards my animation one is Trolls. Funnily enough, my sister only bought me this last night. Was meant to give it to my birthday next week. How bizarre is that? In the space of 24 hours, I pick up the same film. But I picked this up for $3.99, reduced from $6.99. Now, people knock Nicolas Cage and everything, but I seen this horror flick. I was really surprised to actually see this in the bargain bin already. But the problem is with Nicolas Cage films, he's always done like straight to DVD films or straight to Blu-ray films. And I still wonder why some films only get a DVD release when they need a Blu-ray, like Wild Rosie, like I've actually seen. And obviously, if there's a campaign about it, I think HMV will probably do an exclusive. I'm not saying that 100% certain, but I just want to see certain films on Blu-ray that deserve it, and to have her in 7.1 surround sound. But this one, Mum and Dad, reduced from $7.99. I bought this. I'm intrigued about this. I seen the trailer of it back in the day when obviously I was like really confused with the whole trailer situation. But for $3.99, you cannot complain. Then I've added to my Van Damme collection, obviously Jean-Claude Van Damme collection. I've added Hard Target. Quite honestly, I've seen this go for quite a bit on eBay, so I was actually surprised to actually find this in the bargain bin. So I'm slowly but surely collecting the Van Damme films. Then one of my favourite Kevin Costner movies of all times is Not Dancing with Wolves. Quite honestly, I was surprised I actually picked this up. Field of Dreams for that price, reduced from that price. Love this movie. I couldn't get I love my sports movies. If it draws my attention to it, I will watch it. And this is one of the very first films that I watched Kevin Costner in, and the one with is it A Perfect World? I could be wrong, but it's him, Clint Eastwood, and then he's with a young child. He basically sort of takes him sort of hostage. He makes friends with the young lad. I'm not being funny, but that kind of story is kind of creepy to think the way this world acts nowadays. So I'm surprised that's not out on Blu-ray yet. Then I picked up a Dave Bautista film, yes, towards my Wrestlers in Movies collection. I was really surprised this, even with a cover slip. I picked this up for $4.99. Final score. I was really surprised to find this for $4.99 in the clearance bin. What the hell are you doing, HMV? It's just... it just... What? This only came out pretty much a few months ago, if I recall. That's just criminally insane. They got the likes of Pierce Brosnan in this, obviously Dave Bautista, and you've got Ray Stevenson. Just unbelievable. Then to one of my favourite, Steven Spielberg is one of my favourite directors. If you don't get by my collection by now, obviously I need to get Indiana Jones. And did he direct that? Sorry, that was George Lucas. I'm on about like AI. I want to get. I've got Ready Player One. I've got the Back to the Future franchise, and this is another one of them. Underrated movies, and Richard Dreyfuss is in this. John Goodman's in this. Holly Hunter's in this. Always. Brilliant movie. Absolute brilliant heart-to-heart movie. And feel-good movie. Now, I picked up this comedy because John Cena's in it. Towards my John Cena collection. I've only got a few films to get left of him. And I picked up Sisters. That's Sisters. That's not a bad price really for Sisters, to be honest. I've seen it in case for about £6 last time I looked at it. So I picked all those titles up today, and that's towards my Blu-ray collecting. I need to buy another unit. I've been stressing this on numerous uploads onto my channel, but I do need to buy one. You know, it's starting to get ridiculous now. I'm actually losing space on the ceiling above, and that's saying something. But anyway, that's my pickups today. But until next time, guys, catch you guys soon for another video right here on Pacemaker News. And thank you ever so much for 164 of you guys dedicated to watching me towards my Blu-ray collecting and movie collecting. But until next time, guys, catch you guys soon.